Welcome back to the Market Herald. I'm Simon Drucker, and you're watching The Top Line. Star Navigation bridges the gap between flight experience and flight safety. In the aerospace industry, the Ontario Aviation Safety Tech Company offers both hardware and software solutions, both of which work in real time. The company is continuing to gain traction with its applications, which track performance trends and predict incident occurrence as its clients look for ways to increase safety and reliability while at the same time reducing costs. To find out more about the company's growth, particularly in large parts of Africa, I'm very pleased to be joined today in person in the Top Line studio by Star Director and Investment Strategy Officer Anoop Brar. Thanks so much for stopping by.
Thank you so much, Simon.
So the last time we spoke with your executives, they had just come back from a pretty lengthy trip to grow awareness around the business and engage clients in Africa. Tell us how that went and why that particular part of the world now.
Yeah, absolutely. So we used to go to a lot of air shows. And from the air shows, we met a lot of executives who said, can you come to our countries and actually do an aviation conference and bring a little bit more in-depth one-on-one information and awareness in terms of safety? Mm-hmm. So we held our first aviation conference in Kenya back in March last year. And then we had more countries that joined us. And so we went to Nigeria, we went to Tanzania, Senegal, and right now our team is actually in Cairo, Egypt, and they will be heading to Ethiopia, followed by Kenya. Really particular question that you asked is why are we focusing in Africa? I think Africa is one of those developing countries which is thirsty for technology. They're looking for innovation. They want to strive with the big players in terms of when it comes to safety, profitability, efficiency. There are lack of resources. Sometimes the COVID pandemic hit them pretty hard as well. Mm-hmm. So they're looking for companies like Star Navigation that can actually help them innovate and take them to the forefront of technology.
Yeah. So quite a lengthy road trip, I remember that, and still out there now. So how has the reception been from clients, and what has it done for sales?
Oh, it's been really, really good. And we had a lot of LOIs. The reason we put out LOIs is because to show our investor base as well that there has been a lot of interest from customers. And we have not announced all the LOIs, but there has been so much going on right now. Our team is in Egypt, and we are meeting up with the big players over there, big airlines. Great interest. Now this is going to be followed by big players in Ethiopia. So this will be our second meeting. We are being called back to Nigeria. The military is very interested. Then we got the commercial aviation. So I feel like we need more resources and more manpower because the interest is growing quite a bit in Africa.
You touched on that. I want to go back to that point for a second. Your technology, your proprietary technology, can really span the spectrum. Like you said, military, cargo, the commercial aviation sector, all three of them it applies to, correct?
Absolutely. And the reason for that is because we are a data company. We are a technology company that is able to get data from an aircraft in flight. And then once you have real-time flight data, there's endless opportunities of what you can do with that. And that's why our technology isn't just restricted to the military, but also to commercial, to cargo jets as well. And recently we had signed an LOI, which got converted to a contract with Astral Aviation. So our team was actually in Africa doing the inspections on Astral, and we're looking forward to the installations for them.
And we want to talk about the reception that from clients is not limited to the private sector, right? There's a lot of government, state-run agencies. You said military, but it sort of goes beyond that. How does that play into the company's overall strategy?
With the overall strategy, I think we have been targeting a lot of airlines initially, but with these aviation conferences, it actually opened up the doors where the DGCAs, the general civil aviations of many countries, are very interested because they're looking to optimize safety. Mm-hmm. They're looking to optimize profitability. There are so many different incentives that the African region has in terms of bringing more tourism in. And so when you can showcase that the airlines are flown efficiently, that they're flown more safely, and with the Star technology, they're looking towards us to, in ways, lobbying, mandating the technology, and being able to figure out how we can have these installed throughout the continent.
I imagine it's got to be pretty tough for someone to say no to something that's going to make their business and the industry as a whole safer, right? It's hard to say no to safety.
It's hard to say no to safety, but you also got to see that the airline industry is run by legacy systems. Mm-hmm. And to intercept that, to disrupt that, sometimes there is a little bit of resistance. And that's why these aviation conferences are very helpful, where there's one-on-one conversations, Q&As, actually help them realize that we're not really looking to replace, we're looking to enhance the aviation industry. And by doing that, we're taking the data in the hands of the operators. And so now we are giving them the power of innovation. We're giving them the power of putting technology in their hands. And so now they can feel like they can be able to compete with the big Lufthansas, the big British Airways, and the Emirates, and actually have Africa be known as a continent where aviation safety is taken very seriously.
Those are the big boys of aviation, for sure.
Yeah.
So we've talked about what's going on right now, the recent history. What should we expect? What should investors expect for the rest of 2023?
2023, we just started, but it's going fabulously right now. We are in Africa. We are looking to actually have joint ventures when it comes to innovation, more technology. We're taking our existing system, which is already a Generation 3 system, and it's fully optimized, but there's always room for innovation. There's new innovations and developments happening in the satellite. You probably heard about Elon Musk's Starlink. So we're looking at how we can bring that in. We're looking at edge computing technology, taking our existing system that is computing while an aircraft is flying and enhancing that even further. We're looking at artificial intelligence partnerships. Just had a conversation with somebody about blockchain, and blockchain will help with the integrity of the data, which is something that regulators in Africa would really want to know. And so those are some of the innovations that are happening. When it comes to sales, as I mentioned, we have a lot of interest right now, and we're looking to convert those LOIs into contracts. We are looking to host more aviation conferences, get more partnerships, have more collaborations with airlines so that we can together help solve their pain points and help them innovate and reach for success.
So from an investor standpoint, why would it be fair to say this company is undervalued right now?
Star Navigation is very undervalued right now because of the technology. Right now in the aviation industry, there's technology that exists where data is being captured post-flight, and there's systems out there that collect data from the black boxes. I call something the perishable value of data. The more delayed, the more late the data is analyzed, the less value it holds. And so with Star Navigation's technology, we have an edge computer that's installed right on the aircraft. It's analyzing not only the black box, but the other computer systems while the aircraft is flying. That is what gives Star Navigation the edge over its competitors. And that's how we're going to be continuing to innovate and disrupting the aviation industry.
Excellent. Well, we'll leave it there. That's all the time we've got for now. And we really appreciate you stopping by the Market Herald. We hope to see you again here at the Top Line.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Simon.
Thanks. That is Star Navigation Director and Investment Strategy Officer Anoop Brar joining us live in studio here at the Top Line. The company trades on the Canadian Securities Exchange under the ticker symbol SNA. You can also visit star-navigation.com for more information. A special thank you to our viewers for stopping by today. Until next time in Vancouver, I'm Simon Drucker.